All right, joining us now on Inside TBT, Mike Daum, member of House of Paign, currently quarantining. Mike, welcome to the show.
Hey, appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course, we know you're really busy right now.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you the things that I'm doing in my hotel room. It's unbelievable.
Is quarantining in a bubble something you're excited to check off your bucket list?
I would already say I kind of checked it off. You know, I was overseas, and when they canceled it, we pretty much quarantined in my apartment for like a month and a half, and like it was strict over there in Spain. You couldn't go outside unless you're going to the grocery store. So I feel like I had really good practice coming in, and I knew what I was gonna, expecting when I came here to Columbus.
So despite you being a TBT rookie, you are a quarantine veteran, is what it sounds like.
Exactly.
So, we want to talk about your first round matchup a little bit, but kind of first things first, how did you get tied into this House of Paign team?
Yeah, for me originally, a lot of people probably saw that I originally committed to the Iowa United team. Had some college coaches that I played against when I was in South Dakota State who reached out to me, and I just thought it was a good fit. And then obviously with this whole, COVID-19 stuff happening, and I heard the TBT was shrinking. My guy, Mike Daum from House of Paign, reached out to me and was just like, I knew Mike previously. He actually played for my first year head coach at South Dakota State and Coach Nagy. And he just we had a connection. We always just stayed in touch. Just the classic follow each other on social media, always checked in on each other saying what's up. And he just kind of reached out and was straightforward with me and said, hey man, if Iowa United doesn't make it in, we got a spot for you on the team here. I know you know a couple of the guys. He thought it would have been a good fit. So obviously when I found out the news about Iowa United, it was kind of an easy choice for me to go with the House of Paign.
So Mike Daum is my guy. So me and Mike grew up like 15 minutes away from each other. So we got the commonality there. I also am picking you guys to win your first round matchup versus this guy over here who's not. So can you convince Andrew why he should be taking House of Paign to advance?
Yeah, first off, it is going to be a very tough matchup. It's War Tampa obviously is going to be a great team to go against, and I've played against a couple of those guys during college, and then obviously I played with guys like Fletcher I played with last year over in Spain. So it's definitely going to be a tough matchup. But these kind of tournaments right now are just going to be determined by kind of what team is going to come in the best shape, what team is going to play together, because you can always tell in these kind of tournaments, it's going to be the guys who are willing to play their role, not doing and just kind of do what's good for them to help the team. And that's where I think we have a special group of guys. We don't have a big set of ego type guys. We have a bunch of guys, that we've been in touch with over the last 2 weeks. And we all just talk about, we're willing to sacrifice whatever it is to, help this team succeed. So I think that's going to give us an edge in this tournament.
So in 8 years, when TBT's in its 15th year and you've got some little kids at home, and you're not playing in TBT anymore and you're watching, are you going to turn to your kids and say, I made it to the final 24 my rookie year at TBT?
For sure. I will take that credit and put it underneath my belt, and I will hold that with me and say, you wouldn't believe it, kids. The field was so insane that year. We made it to top 24. It was absolutely incredible. And they're going to be like, wow, really? Did you win any money? And I'll probably be like, I don't know about that, but we made it to top 24.
I gotta ask you, Mike, and we talked about this off before we recorded, but we played each other in college. Granted, you played and I watched, but we were on opposing teams. My only question about that was the game plan to leave Andrew Dakich wide open? He went 1 for 7 from 3. Was that the game plan?
It was 100% the game plan. We talked about that before the game. We obviously knew Ohio State had some balling dudes, and we decided that we were gonna take a chance and let him just take as many shots as he wanted.
So potentially, and a lot would have to happen, but potentially you could have a Elite Eight matchup against Big X. Do you think you would have a similar game plan against Dakich come that game?
I definitely I'm not sure at the time. We're gonna have to just see how his shooting percentages are rolling in through the rest of the games that he's playing. But for us, we got to take things one game at a time too. So I'm not gonna look too far ahead. I gotta put our focus on the War Tampa team.
I think no matter what, we can make it happen where you guys play each other, whether you guys are in the Elite Eight or you guys happen to lose, which who knows what happens in these tournaments. But I think Doncic needs a rematch so he can prove that he's better than a 22% three-point shooter, whatever that percentage comes out to.
Yeah, I believe it. It's all good. He helped us out that game.
Enough about Doncic.
Mike, we want to hit you with some quick quarantine questions. So
right.
Rapid fire. First question, Joey and I will kind of bounce back and forth. Go-to quarantine movie.
Caddyshack.
Great answer. Go-to quarantine video game.
Fortnite, hands down.
Another great answer.
Go-to quarantine podcast besides Inside TBT.
Ooh, besides TBT, that's tough. Probably Pardon My Take.
Oh my God, this guy's on fire. Okay. Go-to quarantine snack.
Ooh. Nutri-Grain bars.
All right, you lost me.
I like to keep it simple there.
You lost me there. I mean, if you would have hit me with like Reese's or something like that. I mean, I know. See, we've gone down different paths. You and me. You're a professional athlete. I'm not. I'm a professional podcaster. So I get that.
All right, last rapid fire quarantine question. This one comes presented by Germless Masks, our sponsors. So the Germless Masks quarantine question of the day. How you feeling? Are you healthy?
I'm very healthy, 100%.
That's what we like to hear. Before we let you go, we want to give you the opportunity. Any questions you have for us, fire them away. Your turn to ask us the rapid fire questions.
All right. Who do you guys have winning the whole thing besides us? If you had to pick a team, who do you have winning?
Well, we did our brackets. I have Overseas Elite winning the whole thing.
That's tough.
Can you guess who I picked?
That's tough. Yeah, you got Big X. I know it.
No. Close. Carmen's Crew.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing but different.
Okay, I like it. I respect both your decisions, but I think you both are wrong.
Prove us wrong, baby.
Prove us wrong and prove my bracket wrong right away, because I think you guys are one of the first few games and I have you losing. So bust my bracket day one. Go ahead. I give you
I don't
know. I'll be sure to shoot you a text message right after it.
All right. If you have a good game, we'll have you on.
All right, bet.
Even if you have a bad game and you win, we'll have you on, Andrew. Come on. Come on.
I'm assuming if they win, one of the best scorers in NCAA history is going to have a good game. That's why I said it like that.
Appreciate that.
All right. Thank you, man.
Mike, anything else for us?
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.